when last. Oh wait, let me cue the music.
Da 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 da.
When
Da-da.
last we left off, you all had traveled from Nib's cave, through the forest. You encountered a centaur named Winterbow, and he gave you a lot of information. Um, he informed you that were you to seek out more information or perhaps a solution to the goings on of this Fey realm, to seek out Lamorna, the unicorn, at the Wayward Pool. He told you that not all of the fairy rings in Thither are usable, that some are corrupted.
Mm.
And he also told you that in order to get to the pool, you have to be a unicorn, and so that's kind of for you to figure out.
Yeah, and then
There's nothing quite like when a character thinks something is a great idea, but the player behind it is like, "This isn't gonna work," right? We know that.
yeah, you chuckle fucks were like, yeah, let's put a horn on a horse. Zinni, become a horse really quick. We'll just slap one of these on you. That'll trick the magical creature.
Oh, the horn's magic
It'll
too,
work.
so it's legit.
But what if it's like, oh, you don't have the magical aura of a unicorn or whatever?
We don't.
What if they
Look.
have magical?
But none of our characters know what kind of powers the unicorn has. So
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm just
Look.
thinking that in myself, and I'm like, oh god.
Unicorn's great on a scale. We get an A for effort.
Yeah.
There's only one way to find out.
Aren't they prideful?
Depends on the lore. That's the great and horrible thing about this campaign. There's a whole bunch of shit that we all collectively know about Fae things, but is it or is it not being included is a different question.
Or if it is included, we would like all of it's included. So like, there's just contradictory Fae shit.
I'm willing to be completely forthright with all of you from this point on and say that everything that I know about Fae lore in general has already come up in this game.
Mm.
Mental.
Yeah, so you all had made camp for the night, and you were, I believe, when we last left off, Tattle was bonding with his little pseudo dragon, who doesn't have a name still.
Stripes.
Stripes, gotcha. Bonding with Stripes. So
Here are my notes.
you all bed down for the evening and fall asleep. And you wake in the morning. Who's up first?
Here comes the sun. Na 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 na.
Well, he's singing, so he must be up already.
Yeah, Tattle's up.
Tattle's a
Tattle's
morning
always
person.
Same, Mandy. Same.
I don't know why I'm cold, but I am freezing.
Tattle's up cooking breakfast for everyone. He would have tried to forage and have something cooked for them.
Yeah, make a survival roll.
Okay.
And let's pull up the Feywild foraging guide as well.
Phew.
That's a nice roll.
And I'll roll a cooking because why not? Flex.
Yeah, get those high ones. Get those high ones out of the way now. We don't need
No!
Cooking Mama Simulator.
Holy shit. Let me find this again, because I don't know why. I keep losing it.
They call Tattle Chef Boyardee because he knows how to whip it up in the kitchen.
Oh my god.
F boy art.
Boyardee. For Tattle. T for Tattle.
So first and foremost, you end up finding a natural spring that can provide as much fresh water as you can carry.
Water, pancakes, and ice cube sundaes.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
You find enough food to feed the party for one day. That can be whatever you want to be as far as non-magical, foods. But go ahead and roll a d8 and see what you get on the Feywild treat table. 5. So you find this plant that smells very sweet, and on top of it, it has this kind of candied mist, like cotton candy consistency out the top of it. And you pick it up and you taste it a bit, place it a little bit on your tongue, and it instantly, just like cotton candy, melts on your tongue and tastes exactly like cotton candy.
What is this a plant?
Yes.
Whoa.
Your mind is blown.
It's so insane that this is a thing that exists.
So Tattle makes raindrop cake, which is a legit cake that's like water, but it's like a cake. And he'll have cotton candy for y'all also as a side dish.
What's the name of this cake? I gotta look this up.
Raindrop cake.
And if you all put the cotton candy on your nice hot pancakes, it melts into a nice sugary glaze.
Raindrop cake, a dessert made of water and agar that supposedly resembles a raindrop. It's legit water, but dessert. So yeah.
This is interesting.
Yes. Saw it on Instagram. Useful information. I thought wouldn't.
Thanks for the link.
Oh, there's that.
Nice. Oh, so it's kind of just like a gelatinous cake.
Yeah.
It's like a Jello, but also
I
cake.
see. So it wouldn't be hot, would it?
I mean, if you're into it.
I'm guessing it's a cold dessert.
Okay. Yeah, it looks like it. Well, either way, if you put the cotton candy on top of it, it still dissolves once it hits, the water, the liquidiness of the raindrop cake.
Well, he got a 23, so the combination's delicious, no matter where that is.
Indeed.
Well, Doc does not sleep in twice in a row because he's not hungover from horrendous nightmare mushrooms that were actually okay, but a little weird. He will look at the slice of Jello cake and kind of poke it and watch it wiggle. How do I know this ain't an ooze? You trying to feed me an ooze?
Tattle is like very interested. He looks at the cake again. Well, damn, probably is a news technically. I mean, wouldn't that be more reason to try to eat it?
Don't oozes, aren't they like, kind of just a square of acid?
Well, depends on what kind of ooze you're talking about. A lot of oozes in dungeons, yeah, they're pretty nasty stuff. But not all oozes are that bad.
Shit, I don't know. Whatever this is, and he points to the cake. Where does this fall?
It's delicious. Just taste it. I made it from fresh spring water, just down over by yonder river. Look, just take a taste, my friend.
He's gonna poke at it a few more times before he scoops some onto the fork. Just
Tattle whispers in
very-
the ear. It's delicious.
you're No, I'm
That's really
definitely
bad.
that is ruining my appetite. I don't want fairy ASMR when I'm trying to eat ooze.
Watch it wiggle.
He's just gonna hand you the ooze cake.
Yeah, he's gonna wiggle it and wiggle it at other people as they wake up.
That's got to be one of the most disturbing ways to wake up, not gonna lie. Somebody just standing there, like, wiggling a big thing of, like, jello in your face. Good morning!
See what I got.
Oh my god. You just see Tattle's face through the ooze cake and it's like enlarged and weird. Good morning. Oh man.
Then he
Speaking
comes
of-
out of the woods with this huge green constrictor snake behind her. It has
Why?
All right, some protein. Oh,
no. It's bright green, but its eyes are gold, and then it has gold belly scales on its underside.
There's no such thing as waking up just normally in this place, is there?
he's being a snake. Everyone. Look what I got! Oh, it's a snake.
Not just a regular snake. It's a huge.
Any snake is like, oh,
This snake is big enough to eat either one of you fairies alive.
ah.
Oh god. Please don't let that be anywhere near Tori when she wakes up.
Then he just sits down, and the snake just kind of coils itself up, and it looks like she's just talking to it. But she's like, "Well, I'll introduce you. Just don't make any sudden moves. They might try to, I don't know, bonk you on the head or something. I don't know. Hold on." And she looks at everybody and was like, "Y'all, this here's Dimple. It was the Dimple."
Oh,
This is
oh.
Andy, I'm fucking dying over here.
too saccharine for its own good. I hate that Doc hates this.
Tattle is so supportive. I'm supportive.
Oh. This is y'all remember Nib gave us all these magical items she holds, the staff thing? Well, Dimple was inside the staff. Surprise.
Well, shoot, I thought I recognized his little mug right there. Oh, yeah, spitting image of that carving on the staff.
So, and she'll just introduce Dimple to everybody, and the snake just kind of nods in understanding.
Well, Dimple, my name's Tattle. Last name Tail. Nice to meet you.
He says, "The pleasure is all his."
It's cute. Okay, they get chin scritches.
He allows the chin scritches happily.
Yes.
Rex will poke his head out of the tent and like stand and like as he fully stands up all the way, like the tent lifts up the ground a few inches as he like gets his head caught on it and has to like duck under it to get out. And then he comes over and tries to investigate what the food situation's looking like. And he looks over. Oh hey, cool snake. What's for breakfast?
You don't even flinch, huh?
Should I be?
Doc looks at the snake, and looks at Rex, and then looks at this snake next, like in comparison to Tattle. And he just goes, "Well, I don't think you have anything to worry about."
Oh.
Correct.
No. Dimple's already had plenty of good berries. They are totally fine. They're not even hungry. Why would they even do like? Oh,
Did you say he had plenty of good fairies?
good berries, not fairies.
Where does Tori sleep?
She is
Up.
up in a nest in the tree.
Damn it.
She does not sleep anywhere near the ground if she can help it.
When you say nest, can you describe the nest situation?
She will literally use druid craft to like bloom like vines and leaves and shit until she
It's
can weave
beautiful.
together essentially a little nest hammock type thing.
Holy shit, that's that's badass.
She knows she is too small to sleep anywhere near the ground. That's probably right about when you just hear the unhappy grumbling of just waking up Tourmaline.
Oh god.
You can tell how unhinged everybody's feeling IRL by the way that we introduced our characters tonight.
Chaos.
Yeah, it's one of those.
Oh, yeah, not gonna lie. Sheesh. Well, let me get some of this raindrop cake up in Rex. Here you go, buddy.
All right. Then he'll just grab the fork or whatever and stuff in his mouth without even like really thinking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'm glad you're not opposed to having dessert for breakfast. Get the best part of the meal, the best meal started with.
Not
Just
bad.
skip
Not
right to
bad.
it. Yeah.
It's very light. I like the texture a lot. It's very nice. Tattle, you continue to impress me with your cooking.
Oh shucks, making me blush purple.
I mean, does he blush any other color?
Sometimes blue, sometimes purple, sometimes violet. If I'm feeling a little hot in the face.
All right, what's next?
Yeah. Well, lunch. I didn't really think about that. That's a little ways off. But you want anything in particular?
Oh, I was asking, and Rex will kind of look around and be like, I was asking everybody else. What's next? What are we doing?
Oh, fuck if I know.
Oh, Will. Gotta find Will.
Oh yeah, we gotta find that little shit, don't we?
We're supposed to be going and talking to a unicorn, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
You just see Tourmaline's like
Oh, yeah,
slowly
yeah, that's
pop up
right.
over the edge, start to move, see the snake freeze, and just stare at everybody for a second. Like very much like, am I still asleep?
Like, am I the only one seeing this, or
Everybody's sleeping.
He looks at the snake and then looks back at Tourmaline and just goes, yeah, then he woke us up. She cloned herself and turned into a snake.
Rex will just like, without saying a word, just walk directly underneath of Tori and just turn around and face the rest of the group and stand and wait.
Okay, before we leave, Tattle makes a little unicorn horn for the snake and for the pseudo dragon. The pets have hats.
incredible?
We're ready. I'm ready. Tattle's ready.
Yeah, Tourmaline will eventually make her way down to Rex's shoulders since he is offering protection.
Tattle will tell Stripes to help him keep a lookout for anything that looks dangerous. Looks like it might eat us or fight us.
This is a great time for me to get hiccups.
Uh, it was at
All
this
right.
moment the narrator had hiccups.
Yeah, so you all, begin to make your way in the
Make our way.
direction of the Wayward Pool. It is once again a beautiful sunny day. The air smells sweet. You all have a sense of optimism wash over you in this area. And you walk for a couple hours. Nothing out of the ordinary going on. just enjoying the beautiful scenery, the beautiful smells, beautiful sounds. And eventually, you come across this giant gnarled oak tree comes into view, and it catches all of your eyes because unlike other oaks in the forest, this tree looks unhealthy, and it has golden brown leaves and a thick carpet of dead leaves around it. And among those leaves are 3 rusty sickles lying amongst them.
Mm.
Standing next to each of these weapons is a bleeding goat. 8 tiny houses made of woven twigs are nestled amongst the boughs of the tree, and squirrels dart nervously around these wee domiciles.
Wait, bleeding? Like living bleeding goats or like dead goats?
Oh, bleating, Bleating.
Okay. I heard bleeding like blood.
No.
Yeah, I was thinking like way more like human sacrifice situation coming up.
Zenny looks at the goats and then looks at Dimple. Sugar, I think I'm just gonna let you go back to the staff real quick. I don't know, yeah. And then she'll just say a word in Druidic, and the snake turns back into the staff, and she picks it up. Didn't want them to be tempted to, have a snack right now.
Well, now what?
And
My
is there
thoughts
something
exactly.
is there something that the dumbest member of the party can roll to determine if this is the tree that Matt thinks it is?
What tree do you think it is?
The dryad.
Oh, no. The dryad's tree was cut down.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yes.
And
Did we hear about like a cursed, like evil oak tree or some shit in this place though?
No, that was, as far as I recall, that was Thither,
Okay.
the one with the fairy or the pixies inside of it.
Yeah, but we were surprised by that one. I thought we heard about some like evil tree. Maybe I'm getting things mixed up.
I don't think so. Not that I remember, anyway.
There was one back with the bullywugs. There was the
Yeah, like I said, I remember the pixie tree, but we were never told about that one really. I think we just like discovered the pixies by them shooting at us.
I mean, you are all smart enough to know that pixies do love. I mean, your experience in Hither kind of informs you that, hey, pixies do really love large oak trees like this. They like to take up residence in them, and you do see these 8 little twig houses hanging in the boughs of the tree.
So other than the fact that the tree is like sick looking,
It looks, yes.
it looks normal otherwise, like a pixie farm or some shit.
Yes.
Okay.
well, we could either try to speak with the goats, or we can see what's going on with the tree.
I don't really want to get shot at again. Just saying.
Okay, I'll try to speak with the goats here and see if they can tell us anything, I guess.
Zinni, as you begin to approach the goats under the tree, 3 pixies pop up and become visible above them.
Oh boy.
And they start like waving their hands. You're like, no, don't slay them. They'll transform back.
Well, hey y'all, I wasn't gonna hit the goat. I was just gonna speak with it, but transform back into what?
Red caps.
Oh. She slowly takes a
was a
little
red
step
cap.
back away from the goat. So how? She just kind of gestures at the goat.
The Redcaps, they came out of the woods and started throwing rocks at our houses, trying to destroy them. We
Oh,
we
good.
cast polymorph, but the spell's not gonna last forever. I mean, we can just keep polymorphing them again and again until they leave. That was really the plan. We don't know what else to do.
And DM, you said there were weapons on the ground.
Yes, sides.
Zinni just starts picking up the weapons and just be like, well, let's go ahead in case, I don't know how long we have left, but let's get this up so nobody gets hurt. She just-
As you go to gather up the sickles, the goats start freaking out and they begin headbutting you.
Look, now, I'm not taking them from you. I'm just putting them up.
Hold on. Let's see here. They're each gonna make an attack against you.
Goats
Oh,
OT.
for pity's sake.
Oh, did we take a long rest since last time?
You did,
Yes.
yes.
You just had breakfast.
So, Zinni, the first one hits you for 4 bludgeoning damage.
Oh.
As you
no.
pick up the first one, so I won't. I'll say you pick up the first one and one of them starts to attack you. What do you do?
God, I don't know what a goat's intelligence score is.
Can we help Zinni?
Yeah, whatever y'all want to do. If you
All
all
right,
are
Rex is
kind of
just gonna
watching
walk
this.
up to the one that's fucking with Zinni and just grab it by the horns and hold it in place.
Yeah, make a strength roll, just straight strength. Nice. I will contest that. Oh, got a 19. So yeah, this goat is feisty as hell. You almost have a problem with keeping it, in line, but you do. You just hold it still as it continues to thrash. The pixies are like biting their fingers and like oh.
Yeah, they're kind of cute. Can Tattle throw a sticky potion at the other goats, or at least one goat?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's the web spell, but in a bottle.
Okay.
Thrown at them.
Is there a save? Dex save?
Yes.
So you're
DC
doing that for
15.
the other 2 goats?
Yeah.
Both of them fail.
Okay. They are sticky, and I'll post the, text for that. If you needed it. So, yeah. Kind of wanted to look like the goo you make from glue, and I guess cornstarch. Probably made it in science class.
Okay.
That sort of thing. That's how it looks.
Yep.
Is this
And-
goat that I'm tangling with still thrashing and stuff?
I mean, yeah.
I want to walk it over to the sticky mess and throw it in. Not throw it hard, but just here you go.
Sounds
Shove
good.
it into the
They are
Nice.
all stuck to the terrain and cannot move now.
Oh, concentration 1 hour. We got an hour.
Zinni rubs her leg where
Theoretically, that means that they're stuck there probably until their polymorph is over, so we can have a chat with them if we want.
Yeah.
Zinni continues to pick up the weapons and just kind of rubs her leg where the goat kind of ran into her leg and God, these things are mean.
Oh.
Mm. Do you need a healing potion?
No, I'm fine. She immediately rubs her.
Oh, sad. So sad right now.
Not much longer after the goats are caught in the sticky web, they magically morph back into their normal forms, which are these red caps. I don't know if you all know what red caps look like.
They're little gnomey
Like-
dudes with like red hats on, right?
Yeah, Keebler elves or something like that.
No, they're scary looking little things
Like-
with sharp
Mhm.
teeth.
They're not nice.
No.
And they all begin cursing and like stomping or trying to stomp their feet, but they're stuck and they're like, "What the hell? Get us out of here! Damn it!"
This is a weird question, but they're human shaped, right?
Yes, they're just small.
Where's this question going?
Can you see the photo that I
Yeah.
posted? Okay.
Oh, where?
In
I
roll
don't know.
20.
In roll
Roll
20.
20.
Oh, in roll 20. Oh, my bad.
Keebler elves look like the
Okay.
goth boots.
Okay. So
It looked like what I imagine Santa's elves look like.
they're.
Yeah.
I want to know if they're humanoid, but I don't want to metagame it. But my thinking is like they're human shaped. I assume they're
Nothing
humanoid.
at you.
Yeah. So Doc will look at him and scratch his chin and get this like kind of grumpy look on his face, and he is going to snap his fingers and tell him to shut the fuck up and get over it. And he was going to cast Charm Person on them
On all three of them?
because I am a warlock. It upcasts to 3rd level, which allows
Okay.
me to pick two.
Go ahead and let me see here.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, post the info for that.
Yeah.
Huh, that is a good question you got.
Do Fae count as humanoids? Because it's not.
Nope.
Technically, no.
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 Oh.
I didn't think so. And they all kind of turn to you, Doc, and say, "You shut the fuck up, ugly."
Hey, he's pretty hot. Don't call him ugly.
Ugliest fucking goat man I've ever seen.
Okay. I'm gonna step on his head.
Whoa.
Doc!
Like
Doc-
comically or hurtingly?
No,
You're-
Doc.
you
Doc
know,
is
you
not.
have to- You have to
He's
put
not gonna
your
kick
foot
him.
into the sticky cube to do that. You know that, right?
If I
Yeah.
I have to put my foot in the cube. If I put my foot on top of his
It's
head.
It's a 20-foot like circular.
He's wrapped up in it. There's no way you're getting in there without having
want-
to.
Risk it for a biscuit.
I can't stand right on the edge of the cube and do it. I don't.
I mean, I don't know. That's an Arwen question.
So
I-
unless Tattle specifically made, it says the web fills a 20-foot cube from the point for the duration. So that would mean that
Well, let me double check because like each little like square has, I think, hit points. He could cut it or burn it. He could just cut his way to.
I mean,
the-
he could
the-
also.
the-
He didn't necessarily have to center it on the one that's close to us either. He could have centered it anywhere, really.
Yeah.
Let me just back over here.
Yeah, Zinni will back up too.
I did.
Rex, will you help me with the
Yeah.
sickle things and this?
I did not see the goats.
Yeah. So if anything, I would have in theory the bottle hits right in front of him and then splash the rest of the distance. You get what I'm trying to say? Like the rest of
Gotcha.
the range.
okay, Doc, I'll allow it.
Yeah, Doc's not gonna go to kick him. He's just gonna put a foot on top of his forehead, and just kind of put a little bit of force behind it, so it becomes really, really uncomfortable.
Yeah. So he's like, "What the fuck?" And he like reaches his hands up and let's see here.
Where if he bites my feet,
Yeah, he is gonna make an unarmed attack against your leg. That's 20 plus strength modifier, right? 1d20 plus strength.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is hilarious.
For a nat 20.
What the
Silvery
fuck?
barbs. Silvery barbs, re-roll it.
Oh wow, we are beating up these goat bullies.
We haven't even asked him what the hell's going on yet.
We've got
He
unlimited
just starts
power.
reaching, and you just hear Tourmaline like, no, in the background.
Okay, so he will re-roll.
Wow.
We've
And Doc, you'll get advantage on whatever your next roll is.
Okay, that's an
Ooh.
11, so I'm
okay.
guessing that doesn't hit.
That does not hit. Then like tries to bite. Doc is going to take a step back after he tries to fucking attack me. Then I will use the helmet or the little head bangle thing of telepathy, and I'm going to cast Detect Thoughts and focus on this little fucking dweeb. And I want to scare some information out of him.
Doing.
So I want
Okay.
to like utilize the advantage by like scaring him or some shit. But I'm not sure how. What's scary to an
Oh.
Eder or not Ettercap? What's scary to a red cap?
I can't tell you that.
No, that was me like thinking
Camera
out loud.
pointing directly at Rex.
Hmm.
Well, if I can reach his head from where I'm standing, I'm gonna Doc will reach back into his into one of his pockets and pull out the dagger that he uses to shave his hoofs. And it is a gnarly looking dagger. It's crusted and gross, and it has hoof stuff on it. From just because he uses it to clean and manicure his feet. So he will take that out, and he'll lift up the bottom of the hoof he just used to step on his head. And he's just gonna shave a little layer of hoof off, so he gets a nice, like, lengthy piece. And he is going to take that in one hand, or between his pinky and his index finger, or his thumb and index finger, not pinky. The fuck. And he will take one step forward and start pushing it, or like pulling his hand or putting his hand out closer and closer to the red cap's mouth, and he's gonna be like,
Oh no.
"Now you're gonna tell me everything you know about this place, where all your friends are, the fuck you're doing out here, just basically everything short of a life story, or I'm gonna feed you my toenail."
It's like make him lick your boot if you had a boot.
Oh my god.
Make an intimidation, please.
Oh no, that is scary. This is the dark timeline for Doc.
Yeah, what this got
Doc
rude quick.
has like a sinister look of satisfaction on his face.
Oh no, Rex is vibing. I love Rex. Rex is like, chill. Whoa, what are you doing, Doc? Damn.
Now I have to be the good cop.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Rex is just so
Hey.
strong, and he's like,
You don't even
Rex
need
is
advantage
not
with that.
even good. Please, not toenails.
Yeah, so he begins to like shiver and cower, and he's just like, look, just give us our weapons back, and we'll go away.
I'm gonna rub the edge of my gross, grimy toenail that I cut off on the under the part of his nose, like between his nose and his lip. Just get a nice little whiff in there. Interesting.
I don't know what you want to know. We're just.
Well, you better think of something interesting real fast, or I'm
I
gonna
don't know,
accidentally
I
slip this
live-
into your mouth.
Oh, we're bullying the pixies because we can.
Okay, so you're just bullying the pixies because you can. Well, that's not very nice. I'm gonna
We're not nice.
like Doc will like like feign surprise and be like, "Oh goodness. Well, neither am I. Open up the tunnel. Here comes the train." And he's going to start like doing a little swooshy gesture with his fucking toenail, holding it like a tortilla chip.
Jesus Christ.
Tortilla chip, no. Man, I'm glad the unicorn will not know this happened.
Yeah, we can't let Doc talk to the
No.
unicorn. We're gonna die.
Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing: is that we know this happened.
So just on a really just trying to get an idea. He's clearly freaked out and grossed out. So he's just a dick. It seems like he's just a dick. So Doc will, after taunting him enough, he's gonna let go of his toenail, or well, he's gonna put it in the sticky goo, like just get a little bit of that gross stuff on the end of it, and then
come
stick
on.
it to his forehead.
Oh, come on. I was going to bottle that goo back up. You didn't have to contaminate it with your toenail.
But
To be
I
fair, I think it's
I
kind
make
of
him
contaminated by red caps right now.
Doc looks satisfied with his like weird toenail placed like unicorn horn on this red cap. He just goes, that's one ugly unicorn.
What
Yeah, so
the
they're so
world?
all three of them are gonna try to make a strength check to get out of this. 8, what's your spell save DC?
Oh, let's check. Check. 15. Well, yeah. They might have to do the strength instead to break out.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
strength.
Yeah, strength.
Yeah, so two of them end up making, their way out. They break free. But the one that you have been intimidating, Doc, is too scared to even think about moving. The other two red caps just run off into the woods. And
Oh.
the pixies come down to you, Doc, and they kind of hover around you. Just let him go. I think he gets it.
Doc looks in the direction of the two red caps that ran away and just goes, well, how do you like that? They just left you here. Well, good luck finding some more friends. And he's gonna turn around and start walking away.
GG. I'll say Tattle drops his concentration, but it looks like the goo dries up and it crackles and falls apart, so he can break out.
Yeah, the other red cap just immediately just books it as fast as he can. And the fairies are like, well, that was a little harsh, but thank you. Is there anything we can do to pay you back for helping us?
Nah.
Okay, well.
Do you happen to know the way to the lake?
Oh, yeah, it's not very far. We could, we could get you close, but you can't go to the Wayward Pool without being a unicorn, right?
We've heard that. We just need to get
Let's see about
the
that.
lady's attention.
Okay,
Can I ask a question, little pixie
yeah.
pal?
Yeah.
What's up with your tree? Is everything okay?
Oh, yeah, the oak, grandfather, he's given up the will to live because of you know who. Granny Nightshade has been taking over the forest, and that's where these red caps came from. She grows them in a garden in her lair.
Interesting.
So Bavy had the little weird frog people, and this one has red caps. Cool.
I think that's worse.
Grandfather is sickened by the hag's presence. Ridding thither of Granny Nightshade might be the only way to return him to good health. But we're too weak to do it ourselves.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. I think my friends and I might be willing to help deal with that problem, or at
You
least.
would?
Well, I can't promise anything. I don't want to speak for them, but we're already not big fans of her work.
That's good to know. I could tell you all we're a good bunch. Well, I don't know about that one. She kind of like looks over at Doc. But
Doc,
Yeah,
like,
that was kind of gross, right?
half-lid smile and just kind of raises his eyebrows.
Doc, the trouble child of the group.
That ain't
that's,
so bad. Could have been worse.
and all three of the pixies, they kind of begin to like flutter around, and they're like, let us give you just a little something to help you. And one pixie flies up to Rex and kisses him on the cheek. And Rex, you now have 5 temporary hit points
Ooh.
until the end of the day. And they do the same with all the rest of you. They go up to you, give you a little kiss on the cheek, and you all have 5 temp HP until the next dawn.
Oh, Tattle blushes. He's like, "Oh, y'all so sweet."
Oh, tell grandfather to hang on for the time being.
Okay, we will.
Oh, give old Gramps a smooch on the forehead for me.
And they flutter back up into the tree and into their cozy little twig houses.
My faith in humanity restored.
You know, I had a friend, Z and had a friend of ours in another Discord ask like, "Hey, what's one of your favorite player characters or NPCs to play?" And I was having trouble thinking about all of the different characters I like to play, and I kind of forgot how much fun it was to be Doc.
Right? Because it's like so unlike who you actually are in real life.
Liberating.
It's liberating to not give a fuck, yes. Alright, let's go ahead and take a little break here, refill our waters, get some snacks in us,
Okay.
and we will continue on to the next part. Also, Elliot will not be joining us tonight, unfortunately.
Oh.
Are they
But
okay?
honestly, like it kind of works for their character, like their character to be like it perpetually lost. It could end up working out better with Thistle kind of being a flex character who is there sometimes and not all the time. So
We'll have to get him a leash backpack.
Has not met
How
him.
long is our break?
Oh, you know what? Wait a minute. I have a backpack. I just need to get a
Yeah, that's
leash.
true. The only time he's been able to play when you've been here is the time you couldn't be here, Joe.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's gonna be the curse. The days Joe can't
Yo.
be here is the day that Elliot can, and we'll actually get to meet Thistle.
Y'all
it's definitely
talk
like-
about
like,
Thistle
it's
and
gonna
Doc's
be-
like,
it's
y'all
gonna
are
be a
just
year
shared
from now.
hallucinating.
It's going to be a year from now when we're both going to be thinking like, you know, I've never seen Elliot and Joe in the same room at the same time.
Conspiracy.
I might need to readjust Tori if he's going to be more of a flex character because I swapped some things out with Tori.
Same. I have a full more healing again.
Yeah, both me and Mandy are like, okay, we can do healing shit, and then we're like, oh, we get a cleric, we don't have to do healing shit.
Yep.
Now we need to do
Now we're
healing
like,
shit again.
Now we have to do it.
The only healing I have right now is aid, and that's a problem.
All I have is good berries, so I know we probably can retcon that since, we thought we were going to have the cleric, but we didn't have the cleric, so I just want to switch one thing out for, like, a healing word or something. Just in case.
Yeah, I was
I
just like
to live
scrolling through
dangerously,
this
but
of
not
like
that dangerously.
I was like, oh, okay, we may get in the fight depending on what happens here. Let me double check my spell list. Oh no, I only have aid.
Yeah, I was
That's
looking at
not
that too. I was
good.
like, well, I mean, I could like totally shove berries in people's mouth and make them eat it while they're on the ground, but. Chew! Yeah, this little, oh, not little, but giant badger with a unicorn horn covered in dirt comes back up. It's a group.
Tourmaline probably spotted her and like looked mildly like put out for a minute, did her little weird finger thing, prestoed her clean, and then just came and sat on her back. She's like, not sitting on Rex's back. He's picking fights with goats, and Doc's over there picking fights with red caps. So giant badger it is.
Yeah.
Hi, I was winning a fight with the red caps.
Sure you were. No, thank you for the intervention, I see.
See.
I had it under control.
Sure. No, but above table, now that we're not dealing directly with them, red caps are fucking scary.
Are they?
Yeah. They can attack with their scythe and do a good amount of damage. And they wear, last thing I saw with them, they have iron boots
Yeah, they can stomp.
that they can
things.
like almost double dash charge you and kick you with the iron boots.
What the fuck?
And they have an ability, that's why they were rolling so high on their like strength of like, generally small creatures like have that hit to their strength. It doesn't apply to them.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're kind of terrifying. They're literally
Freakishly strong.
I think the description for them is something along the lines of like they are born from bloodlust with the desire to murder.
Good God.
Red caps are not fun. That's why you notice Tori ended up really far away. That's not just Tori being Tori. That was Z being like,
To be fair, it's kind of hard to tell the difference because Tori runs away from a lot of stuff.
She is small and squishy.
Yeah, it makes sense. The scythe is the size of her entire body.
What's everyone snacking on?
I had a pretzel.
A big pretzel?
Like a medium pretzel.
Now that you're back, Arwen, Mandy and I, since we were talking about Elliot possibly being more of a flex character, can the two of us make slight retcons with our characters? Because both of us were going to be more Healy, and then we
thought
heard
there was
cleric.
gonna be a cleric.
So we didn't.
Wait, hold on. Say it again?
So, could Zinni and Tori have a slight retcon swap with their like most recent like level shit? Because or spell shit, because we both heard cleric when Elliot joined, and we're like, oh, we don't need to heal.
Oh, yeah, that's fine.
So both of us were like, oh, we don't have to worry about that. Now we kind of do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All I have is aid. We have aid and Goodberry to survive.
Yeah. I was like, well, hopefully nothing big will happen because that's not going to help.
For what it is worth, though, like we've gotten into. I mean, for a module that supposedly you could do without fighting, we've gotten into a lot, and none of us have really even gotten hurt that bad. I don't think, have we?
Knock on wood.
Nope.
Well, I mean, to be fair, Chip did go down like
That's
twice.
true.
Matt, you
And
better
so if Chip was
find
not there, it would have been
goddamn
one of
wood.
us.
You better find some fucking wood right now and knock the fuck out
I
of it.
did. I know I did.
Listen, I'm not saying that wasn't personal, but
But
sorry, I meant to say that. I'm not saying that was personal, but
Yeah.
it was.
Nothing personnel.
Was I trying to put him in his place? A little bit, yeah.
that means
Warranted. But
To switch out.
I'm eating sweet and salty nuts.
I'm having pretzel goldfish and berry Mike and Ike's.
eh.
Now I want to try raindrop cake.
good luck finding that
know,
one.
Yeah.
It sounded pretty good. And then I started thinking about it and I was like, well, it just sounds like Jell-O. I don't really like Jell-O. Wait a minute. It looks like it in my head. You know that sweater that SpongeBob makes out of his tears?
Yes.
It's that except cake shaped. So I was like, that would look like an ooze to Doc. Is this one better? I baked this one with my tears. Hey,
Huh?
8. Where's he
8
at?
was going to be gone for a little bit longer, I think. So going to need to swap where I get that from. That'll be the solution to that problem. Oh, that's where I get that. Okay. It also means that swapping that around will give one of the people that has lost spell slots to burn the healing spells again. They're good.
All right. We're back.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Tori changed her spells just because we had a cleric, but now we don't have the cleric.
Yep. So Arwen said I could swap a few things. So
swapped
I
too.
swapped a few things.
I am a benevolent dungeon mommy.
Thank you.
Babe, you gotta please not say mommy like that.
Why? I see no issue.
Yeah, you
Right?
don't.
See, I like this though, because this is kind of where I was wanting Tori to be character arc-wise, so that's cool.
Nice. Arwen, do you prefer dungeon mommy or dungeon mistress?
Oh
I
god.
think dungeon mommy for sure.
Okay. Noted.
All right. So let's get back into it, shall we? After helping these pixies with their red cap problem, you all continue in the direction. And you all notice as you are walking in that direction, these little motes of light are happily guiding you.
Like, normal, like, weird fey light,
No,
or
just-
we're talking about, like, will-o-wisp weird fey light?
Don't touch
No.
them.
No, you all understand that this is probably the fairies' magic helping you, or the pixies' magic helping you.
Okay.
Ah, so
the Tattle's like,
I-
this is
I've already been traumatized
Will-o-wisp.
by will-o-wisp in an R1 game before, thank you!
so this is in fact magical because I have magic vision.
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
Now I'm pretty sure your true seeing is no longer
Well, that depends.
No, but I have detect magic vision.
okay. Gotcha.
So, did we get that in the morning or in the afternoon? Because that was 24 hours of that,
What
of the true sight.
That was our like second encounter of the day. So it's probably been 24 hours by now.
It's been over 24 hours.
That's sad. True sight's fucking boss.
And you all continue on for about another hour or two, just following these dancing lights through the forest. When all of a sudden they stop.
Oh no! Oh shit. Okay. Well, now what?
And as you all continue past where they were, you end up back about 1,000 feet. In the direction that you'd come from.
So we just got shunted backwards, essentially?
No, it was more of a subtle, you know, you're walking forward, but then all of a sudden you all realize that you're back where you were.
Oh. Well, that's not gonna be good.
Well, this is Zinni thinking, not out loud, because Badger form lasts for 3 hours.
Doc is just he like looks around and we are in it's effectively the same thing as having walked in a big circle, but we definitely didn't walk in a big circle.
Correct. You've been following these lights in like
Yeah.
a straight line ever since.
We just clipped off the bottom side of the map and got teleported to the top and we're falling.
Doc is gonna
This is me clarifying. The Pixies did say, this is player clarification, they were going to guide us there, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Doc yeah, so Doc is gonna point one of his fingers right at one of the little lights. He's gonna be like, alright, what are you trying to fucking pull here?
The lights have disappeared.
Oh, I thought they stopped moving.
No, they stopped and then they just disappeared.
Okay. Well, now the fucking.
Badger turns into beautiful white horse with a horn on its head. And starts walking.
And Zinni,
Oh.
as you do, the rest of the party, you see Zinni just disappear fluidly into
She died.
the forest.
What the
Oh, that's not good.
shit? Doc is gonna
Oh.
run in the direction she vanished in.
You end up back where you were.
Oh, you mother! He's gonna shoot an Eldritch Blast in that direction at
Whoa,
just
whoa, whoa,
nothing.
whoa.
No.
Yeah,
So
nothing
you
happens.
start to try to do that before he even does that. Tourmaline gets in front of him and she'll like hold out a hand and
What?
message Zinni.
The
Right.
message will go through. I will kind of cut to Zinni. Zinni, as you pass through this, what is now apparent to you, a vision, an illusion. Is this the word I'm looking for? You come upon the surface of a small lake, mist drifting over the surface, forested crags lining the shore on one side of the lake, and mossy rocks protruding from the shallows. And near the center of the lake, about 250 feet out, is a rocky islet.
Oh. Zinni will turn around and walk back to the group to see if she can even do that.
You can.
Happy horse noises.
Oh, it's the unicorn. Everybody, quick, find Zinni and put on your horns.
I'm pretty
Meanwhile,
sure that is
meanwhile,
Zinni.
Tori and Rex are just like trying to get in front of Doc and be like, "Whoa, chill out, dude."
What? It's not like there's anything there.
If Zinni can go through and your magic somehow manages to go through, you're gonna hit Zinni. Did you think about that?
Angry
Oh, maybe
horse
she
noises.
teleported.
When was the last time you
Maybe-
saw her teleport?
I'm just gonna put this out there, Doc. Maybe shooting stuff in the unicorn's part of the woods maybe isn't gonna help.
How was I supposed to know we're near the unicorn's part of the woods? And before you say because Zinni walked off and disappeared, how do you know that it was because she had a little horn on her head?
Doc,
Look,
sometimes
man.
you are very, very smart. Sometimes you're very, very dumb, and I don't quite know how to process that.
Look, man. She turned into a horse and then she walked into the forest and disappeared. Seemed like it worked to me. I don't know.
Yes.
Horse, happy horse laughing noises.
Let her have this.
Zinni, and it just goes like, well, well, go on. Go do the, I guess, the unicorn thing. Not sure we'll be able to help you, but
She looks at everyone like, why? Like, there's just the look of, why haven't you put your horns on?
Thought we all had our horns on.
Doc, well, I will say that I had imagined.
Did anyone actually have their horns on before trying to go,
I
or
didn't.
is everybody wearing their horns now? I would assume that everybody is wearing their horns now, correct?
I mean, Tourmaline would have had hers on because she'd just be too lazy to carry it around.
Tori, if you had your horn on as well, then you would have also been able to cross with Zinni.
Ah!
Whose stupid plan is it now?
Wow. Glenn overpowered.
Doc was
Imagination too strong.
not wearing his horn. Just to clarify.
They done took Tori and Zinni. Oh, God, please help me.
They
don't
took the
think
self-control
Rex
of the group.
I don't think Rex would have been wearing his either because he would have just been like very confused until Zinni disappeared into the woods.
Kettle falls to his knees, hands on the ground. He's like, oh my God. We lost them. But then they come back, right? And they were like, oh shit. Tattle puts his horn on.
And Tattle, you are able to cross and see the lake.
Now, Doc, You're not gonna shoot anymore into the woods, right?
Doc looks at Rex and just shakes his head. She's like, no, I'm not gonna shoot anymore into the woods.
All right. Put your horn on before I throw you over my shoulder and walk into the woods. Let's go.
He puts on the horn and turns a little pink because he just thinks it looks. Now he's embarrassed about it.
Zinni will make sure that when she turns around, her horse tail hits him across the face.
This is a very long map.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Everyone scroll down to the very bottom. That's where you all are.
Rex
Wow.
will also put his horn on and just follow behind.
Tourmaline just like sitting, probably not even sitting. She's like standing on Zinni's shoulder so she can see over Zinni's head.
Yeah.
Doc will walk to the side of Zinni.
Tourmaline and Zinni, as you all go back into, the illusion and find yourselves on the shore, you both have this very distinct feeling that you're being watched.
Oh.
But as you look around, you see nothing.
Like bad being watched or like
It's-
just
it's-
watched?
It's just being watched. You don't know if it's bad or good. You just get the weird feeling that you're being watched.
Tourmaline just kind of looks around for a second, and you see her kind of go down onto her knees on Zinni's shoulders, and look to the rest of the group like over her shoulder. It may be best behavior. I don't. There's something else here.
Well, yeah, there's a unicorn here.
I don't know. That's just a unicorn.
None of you see a unicorn, aside from Zinni. But you all do see about 250 feet out into the lake, there is an islet, a very small island, and on the island is a very large brazier.
Oh.
Wait, you mean like the big flame holdy thing?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Oh.
Okay.
Brazier. I think it's a
You mean
brazier.
you mean brazier and not
Brazier, yeah.
article of women's or femmes clothing.
I was
Oh,
so
I got a
confused.
very different mental. Like Bavlorna's here. What?
To be fair, I have literally made that same word
Yes.
mistake and did not know the
It's a very
difference.
common one. Don't not. But
I thought
You see these
that it was a
two
homonym.
honking titties sitting on an island.
It's like, what
I
type
prefer-
of fucking unicorn are we dealing with? God damn it.
Dungeon mommy, please clarify.
Stop.
Oh lord.
Okay, flaming braziers. Okay.
It's not lit. There's no flame.
Okay.
But it is. There is.
With Orion's, you're still on her back, right?
Yeah, but before you go walking into the water, Tori looks towards Doc and just is like, you see magic, right? Could you check the water really fast?
Doc, he looks at you. There's a hesitancy where he's like, "Oh, are you gonna say something mean?" And then you ask him to actually do something useful, and like nods, and then he'll give a really intense stare into the water, and his eyes will flash like this pinkish color.
Yeah, so you are in a very magical realm. You're in a very magical, sacred place that is disguised with illusion magic, and you can clearly see that the area around the lake is disguised with illusion magic. As far as the lake itself, the water does light up magic, but it's not a bad magic. It is from what you can tell, it is a healing magic.
Mhm.
Doc is gonna take a few steps forward to the edge of the water and kneel down, like basically squat, and he will take one finger and touch just the barest edge of the lake. Or is it like a lake?
It's a lake, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and as you touch the water, you just dip your pinky finger in, And even just dipping your pinky finger in, you can feel kind of a sense of calmness come over you as you touch the water.
Doc will turn his head not all the way around over his shoulder, but he'll kind of say over his shoulder with a say like, "Hey, I think the water's safe. Certainly feels nice."
Hmm.
And he
definitely
will
magic.
Walk forward.
Tattle's gonna linger and look for like hoof prints that are not Zinni hoof prints.
Yeah, make an investigation or a survival.
I'll investigate for the clues.
You do not see any other hoof prints.
Hmm. That's suspicious. And no like dead bodies or anything. Just checking.
What the fuck? There's
Zinni
also
will
not
take
like a
her
corpse
horse
pile,
nose.
right?
What?
No traps. Okay.
Water traps, yes.
Yeah, water traps. Are there like little critters in the water? Like, is there like maybe like little bugs flying around or little fish?
You do see more of these motes of these lights flying around. They look like little fireflies. And, you know, these are very common that is so far as you have seen in this area of the Feywild. And Tori and Doc would know coming from, you know, the Sealy courts that this is a pretty common magical effect that is all over the Feywild.
That's a long stretch of water.
Zinni will kind of grab or bite Doc's coat gently and just kind of make a head flip back.
Doc looks at Zinni and like he looks at Zinni and then looks out towards the brazier, and then he'll turn back to Zinni and be like,
Mm.
"So, I'm guessing you want to go first, but," and he'll reach into his coat and pull out the wand of secrets that he got.
Mm.
I'm thinking I might need to take point, unless you want to start walking off into weird water.
She just she looks at Rex, who can swim, and then she looks at the two fairies, and then looks at you.
Tattle doesn't get it.
Horses swim very well.
I think she's concerned you're not gonna make it, Doc.
Doc looks at he looks back at the Tourmaline and just goes, "Well, why wouldn't I make it? Just walk out there."
Wouldn't you grow fins, Doc?
Oh.
What? Oh,
Tattle offers you a potion of flight.
he puts the wand back in his coat, and then he looks at the potion, and he reaches for it but stops, and then says, just hold on to it for a little bit. Save it. You never know when we might need to make a sudden flying getaway, or who knows? Maybe Rex will conquer his fear."
Oh, Rex, do you want to hold on to the
Nope.
potion of flight?
Actually,
Like, I'm in my element. I would like to swim.
Yeah.
actually, at the idea of the potion of flying, Tori blinks and is like, "Oh!" and pulls out her lute, and she will cast Levitate on Doc. He's not going to move very fast on his own, but he can be dragged along at anybody else's pace.
Is he willing? That's the big question.
He trusts y'all for the most part.
Okay.
So there's a pause where Tourmaline's like, "Oh," and says something like, in a friendly tone, not like
Oh.
like an evil
Oh,
mischievous, like I'm gonna fuck with Doc. So he's like, "Okay, she's doing something," and then he starts to lift off the ground because I think levitate makes you go 20 feet up
Yeah.
before you
stuck.
go into 0G. You just like,
stuck.
up, and you just start floating.
Zenny flicks her tail for you to grab onto like a kite.
Oh, he is way ahead of you. He grabs onto your mane as he is being dragged up.
Oh, you pulled her hair.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh, that can't feel good.
It's fine. She's like,
Rex will like fish around in his bags and find some rope and like toss some of it up to Doc as he's floating.
Sorry,
And then just
sorry.
tie the rest of it around his belly and start making a leash.
Doc balloon.
Yep.
A dog kite.
Doc will-
99 Doc balloon.
No,
Yeah.
I got something for this. Hold on a second.
99
It's
ciclos
It's gonna take me a minute to remember that I have a bunch of free casts on this fucking loot.
How did the levitate song sound like? If it sounded like anything.
Leviosa.
Leviosa. Leviosa.
All right, you all begin making the trek towards the islet.
Mm.
Yes?
Yes.
Rex, as you swim down, you realize that this lake is about 30 feet deep. But the water is crystalline clear, and anyone who is actually submerged in the water, you just get this feeling that if you had any wounds, they would be instantly cured. And
oh, I
this
did have
feeling,
ones.
well, if you had wounds, they are instantly cured. And if you had any levels of exhaustion, they are cured.
Oh, thank goodness.
If you have a curse affecting you, it also says it will end any curse affecting you, but I don't think that counts for your item,
It's like the
lost
advanced-
item things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you're
All
attuned
right,
to
we walk into the unicorn pond. Roll credits.
yeah. And if you are attuned to any cursed magical item, you will lose your attunement to the cursed magical item.
Are
And
we?
I don't think you have any cursed magical
All,
items.
all my
If I-
items are
Is there
cursed.
anything while I'm down here? Is there anything down here to look at? This is just nothing but like sand and some errant stones and stuff.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
There's pretty
I'm gonna
shiny
have to
stones.
DM you.
Pick up some
Yeah,
of those
there's-
pretty shiny stones.
There's definitely lots of shiny stuff.
Nice.
Ooh.
But you all.
I don't know how
have
long
a-
this rope is. Doc might be swimming if it goes down too far.
Yeah, but you all. It doesn't take you super long to make your way to the islet. And you all come
I'm
out of the water.
DMing you, Arwen.
Okay.
I really like this water texture. Did you buy this map, Arwen?
I got it from a Patreon that I subscribed to.
Nice.
I just like this watercolor. This is so nice.
Pretty.
Yeah, checked for dead bodies on the little island in the bushes.
There are no dead bodies.
Rex will
This is way-
like climb onto the stone and start pulling Doc down.
I don't know if we want to leave Levitate on Doc for a bit or not.
Yeah,
In case.
I mean, it'll keep him out of reach of the unicorn. It won't, be able to get at him that easily.
It's like
Tourmaline
Tourmaline will just look at her loot and look at Doc. Do you want to stay in the air for a bit, or do you want to? I can stop, but
I don't see anything interesting from up here, right?
No.
No, bring me down.
okay. She'll wait
We'll
until.
have to go back across the water though at some point, probably. You think?
Yeah, but there's other ways of getting him across the water if we need to.
Yeah, but he could also just. He's already tied to me.
Oh.
He could just hold on to my shell and just give me a
Yeah.
weird air hug for a few minutes. It would be fine.
that actually is cool.
And
But
it would not
I
be the
love the
first
mental
time.
image of that too, of Doc holding on to my shell and his feet are floating up behind him and he's face down.
It would
Once
not be the
he's on
first
the-
time that Tourmaline has reduced him and flown off with Doc, so
But
that's
I
always an
think-
option too.
I think once Doc is on the ground, he can walk along it normally, in theory. But Tori can just make him float right back up pretty easily. Like, just as an action.
I mean,
Like, it's not a reverse gravity.
Remain suspended for the duration. So he is either up or he is down. There is no back and forth. So she will, as soon as Rex pulls him down close enough, she will drop the spell. So he is on the ground again.
he gets on the ground and then like tugs at the collar of his jacket. Does that like straightening himself gesture? Well, where were we? He looks at the brazier.
Yeah, Tattle will check for glyphs or like arcane runes or interesting text on the brazier. The brazier.
Yeah, do a investigation.
And while he's doing that, is this like a misty lake where we have trouble seeing the edges, or is it clear?
There is mist around. It's described as mist drifting over the surface. So I feel like you would still be able to see. I mean, there is a photo provided in the guide, which I will show you in a little bit. And it looks like it's pretty clear. Like you can see out for the most part.
Gotcha.
Tattle, there's no glyphs, no runes, nothing that you can see. There are coals inside the brazier though.
Are the coals hot still, like warm, or are they
Nope.
cold?
They're just unlit coals.
Takes out a match and he lowers it into the brazier to ignite the coals.
Yeah, and the coals light up. And
then
at first, you look around, and at first you're like, well, that didn't seem to do anything.
Yeah.
After a minute, on the lakeshore, 250 feet in the direction that you just came, appears a unicorn.
Oh, Tattle's gonna hide. Tattle's gonna hide in a bush. Gonna hide.
Amazing.
It's like, this is super scary.
Tourmaline, who has
unicorn.
ended up on Zinnia's shoulders again when they hit land, like pats her to like get her to turn around.
Oh boy. She turns around, happy, excited, forced noises.
Rex will call out to Tattle and be like, come sit on my shoulder.
Go take
And
Tori's safe
she-
space.
The mists part to reveal her, a white horse with a single gleaming horn on her brow. She stands perfectly still, silently observing you.
Okay. Rex gave me bravery, so Tattle's gonna sit on Rex's shell.
She's like silently regarding us. Doc is he looks at her. A couple seconds go by, crosses his arms and starts tapping his foot. Just like, fucking get on with it.
She doesn't seem hostile in any way, though, right? She's just
Not at
watching
all.
us.
She's just watching.
Maybe.
Tourmaline
I'm
will
gonna wave
do
at her.
a little curtsy in the air.
She bows her head to you.
Rex is just gonna wave.
And that's really far away. I don't think that's gonna
Yeah,
reach.
it won't take way out. I mean, if you want to go back that way, you can. Nothing else happens on the island.
Zinni kind of just looks up to Tori to kind of. She really wants to go, but she's waiting.
Tori will just kind of nod at Zinni, and she will start flying back across, but very clearly pointing herself to where she like ends up slightly at just like a good 40-50 feet away from the unicorn instead of heading right towards the unicorn.
Once you get within 60 feet of the unicorn, inside your mind you hear a voice, a very calming, soft voice, and she says to you, "If your magic hadn't given you away, I would have mistaken you for a real unicorn." She's saying that to Zinni.
In common,
like
or
saying the girl squeals in her mind.
She telepathically, it's in whatever language Zinni knows. The unicorn itself can speak Elvish, Celestial, Sylvan, and that's it. But telepathy is whatever language Zinni understands.
Zinni's got Common, Druidic, Elvish, and Sylvan, so any of those.
Yep.
Happy Winnie from The Horse in the Water.
Yeah. And
You're
Zinni
a big
will
cosplayer.
do like what Tori did and just bow her head down, and I guess telepathically she's will say back, "Thank you very much." Just really nervous, super quick, and says that they are here. Since it's telepathically, they're here to help get rid of the hags and would like any information or help that she could give us, I guess. So Zinni's just super nervous, but like little hoof stamps and excitement in the water.
And she says, "Oh, you're here to defeat the hags. That is wonderful news, and I would like to help you in any way that I can. Are your friends going to join us, or are you their leader? Do you represent them?
Zinni kind of like horse eyes get real big and then look at Tori, but she'll turn back to the others and just kind of like whinny at them and then nod her head.
Points at our horns and gives you a thumbs up.
Rex will look back to Doc and say, "All right, how are you flying this time?"
Doc like pinches the bridge of his nose. He's gonna look at Zinni, and he's gonna walk over to Zinni and.
We're on the other shore at this point.
Yeah, we're
You
hundreds
need
of
the
They're
bus?
gone. We
Oh
watched.
shit! Then, give me the.
Look,
Give me the potion.
all right. Here
Uh-oh, we got Robot 8
Good.
again.
go.
Oh,
amazing.
Hello.
There we
Hello,
go.
you're back.
So yeah, I don't need the potion. Here you go. You have a 10 fly speed, 10 feet fly speed for 10 minutes. So you're slow as fuck.
oh yeah.
I can still drag him along though, probably, right?
Doc would just sprout these like extremely tiny little wings that like flap really hard.
He sprouts these wings and then looks at Tattle and just goes, "The hell is this?"
Y'all don't really drink my experimental elixirs. I can't really, play around with the recipes like I really, want to.
Well, now that I know flight's an option, I'm not drinking them.
You could have told me that it comes in only small.
Rex will start throwing the rope back up to Doc and getting set back up again.
Take
Rex, I
20 minutes to cross the goddamn lake anyway.
I got some other flavors, Rex. Come on.
Nope, gotta go. And moving away.
Not getting away that easy. I grab onto your shell and I'm ready to hold my breath.
Doc is
Tori's
just gonna putter over.
Tori's just watching this because that whole exchange between Zinni and the unicorn was telepathic, right? So like she didn't hear any of it.
Correct.
So she just kind of like watches and kind of tries to gather the situation and looks back towards the unicorns. So one of our friends is just a little nervous about meeting you. We apologize in advance. The other one's Well, he means well. We apologize in advance for that one too.
In your mind, you hear a soft chuckle, and she says, I am not worried about your friends. They may approach.
We're also sorry for trying to trick the illusion to get here. We just really needed to talk to you.
No hard feeling. I'm quite impressed by this one, and she looks at Zinni.
Tori just smiles. I don't know that you are aware of just how excited and happy she is to hear that.
And you all make your way back
We're gonna
to the
wait.
shore. It says, first and foremost, and this is to everyone, first and foremost, I appreciate your wanting to end the hags. That is wonderful news to hear, and I hope to aid you in any way I possibly can. She sighs. She says, the domain of Prismere once belonged to the Archfey Zybilna. And as she says this, the water around her begins to ripple and form liquid sculptures out of her words. And the water turns into an effigy of a beautiful woman with long hair and a crown upon her head and these long, flowing, tattered robes. And she continues, but she was usurped by her cruel hag stepsisters, Skabatha Nightshade, and an effigy of Skabatha forms this very creepy looking woman who looks like a doll, who has a wind-up knob on her back. Bavlorna Blightstraw. She makes a effigy of Bavlorna. And Endel Moongrave. Let me pull up Endelin's description. Oh, sorry. Endelin is the one that has... Oh, wait, no. Okay, yes. So, Endelin Moongrave, and she conjures a effigy of a monstrous-looking skeleton in a woman's... in a feminine tattered old clothing, and a veil over her face with 4 arms, 4 skeletal arms.
Ooh. I'm thinking we don't need my horns at all.
Zybilna was vainglorious and deceitful at times, but her magic kept Prismere safe and isolated. That situation ended when the hags of the Hourglass Coven captured my mate, Eladon, and stole his horn. And she conjures a water sculpture of her mate, Eladon.
Mm.
And I will pull that up.
Sad.
Oh.
Ooh.
They stole his horn and used its magic to imprison Zybilna in her stronghold, the Palace of Heart's Desire. And Eladon's effigy washes away as a large fey castle begins to be sculpted in the water. Eladon's horn may be needed to free Zybilna, but I don't know the whereabouts of Eladon or his horn. I believe that the hags have him prisoner. If he had died, I believe I would have sensed it. Please, free Zybilna and save Prismere from these evil hags. In Yon, Amador the Dandelion can lead you safely to the Palace of Heart's Desire. Until then, the Wayward Pool is yours to come and rest anytime you need it.
Would you know if reuniting Eladon with his horn would maybe break the spells?
I believe that reuniting Eladon with his horn would fix many things. I can't tell you if it would undo everything that's been done, but if Eladon's horn is used to free Zybilna, she can easily defeat the hags and send them back to where they came.
So you said that the dandelion can take us directly to the castle?
He can lead you safely to the Palace of Heart's Desire, but he is in Yon, which is the next Splinter Realm over, where Endelyn lives.
Is there a way that we can get to Yon from here?
That I do not know. I am sure you'll be able to find someone who can help you. There are many in this place that are against the hag's rule and would be happy to help you.
I think we all would be more than happy to help however we can, but the hags have some items of our friends. Would you happen to know
not
anything
surprising.
that might help us deal with Granny Nightshade before we leave?
What I know about Granny Nightshade, I do know that the knob on her back turns faster and faster the more upset she is.
Well, so what does that really mean for us? Like,
Well,
we'll know when we hear.
it's one way to tell whether or not she's about to, well, fly off her rocker. And she kind of giggles at that.
Do you know where she is?
Well, she's most likely in Loomlurch, but she does sometimes roam thither on her flying rocking horse.
I forget, is Loomlurch one of the things we had on our map already or not?
What?
Yeah.
Loomlurch?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we had like 2 or 3
It's-
destinations, but
it's
not all the
kind of-
destinations.
It's between us and Little Oak. Little Oak is the furthest one, but where we need to go, I think.
Yeah, Little Oak's where
Yeah.
where Will is, right?
Well, we know where Loomlurch is because the goblin told us how to get there.
Okay.
The only weakness I know is that she forgets the first creature she sees when she wakens after a long rest.
Do you know anything about Little Oak? We were told. We weren't told. We saw some wanted posters for a kid named Will. He seemed like he might be able to help us too. I don't know if you don't know of them.
I know that Will escaped from Granny Nightshade and hopes to save more children from Loomlurch, which is a noble feat. I am concerned about his ability to do that with just himself and the others of the gang, but
So you're concerned that he can't do it, or you're concerned that he can do it?
well, I'm concerned that he will fail.
Do you know how he does it? At least?
That I don't know. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit.
Telepathically, back since the unicorn, I guess, has an open form of communication right now. We didn't. Well, we kind of chased Bavlorna off, but she kind of escaped somewhere. Do you know where she would have gone?
Zinni, as you ask that, out of the forest a cloaked figure springs with blades
Zombie.
flashing and attacks Lamorna.
Oh, the unicorn?
Challenge.
No,
The-
yes, they
oh.
attacks the unicorn.
Oh,
Uh,
hell
let us-
no.
Let us see if he hits.
Oh my lord.
What?
Assassin.
I will.
Assassin.
What?
Can I
Do
use
we,
a reaction?
Do we do anything?
We
No,
lo-
this is a surprise round, which I don't think you can use reactions on surprise rounds. Am I correct on that?
I don't
Well,
know.
It's just,
We're all surprised, so we can't do
you know,
anything.
the
Yeah.
whole round. Yeah. Like, yeah, we could roll initiative.
Dude,
But then,
this
The-
like,
this
they have
is
a
happening.
whole, like,
we will
round.
end up with an initiative
Well, the-
next time. I was just trying to see.
Yeah.
there's no way that we're gonna be fast enough if this dude just blindside runs out and is able
Yeah,
to
no.
ambush a unicorn.
Yeah.
Hey, I just knew there was other shit here.
Yeah, so he attacks her, and under his assassin's cowl, you see a wide 2D smile. This is a very stout figure, probably about dwarf size. And actually, everyone make a perception roll.
What is this to, like, to look,
Huh.
to see? Oh.
Dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay.
I'm so scared.
Anyone who rolls over 17 is not surprised. And Tori, that makes sense because you already kind of had this inkling feeling at the back of your neck that something else was here. But he is going to hit her again.
So can I use my cutting words reaction then if I'm not surprised?
Yes, you may.
The
The first one does hit, and then
Yo.
nice. The first one hits
Bruh.
the unicorn, but the second one
is
uh,
my
is
D8.
there like a save or anything?
Nope. It is -3 to whatever he rolled.
He misses.
Hey! That's big
So-
money.
And as Lamorna gets hit and
cry.
realizes that she has been hit, she disappears, teleporting away.
Good.
What hit her? Like, what kind of
A dagger.
weapon?
He has daggers.
Like magic
That's
Um,
badass.
anti-unicorn.
So can you tell me when it's time for me to bum rush this guy?
And
Tried to tackle.
as
Get over here.
as this figure realizes that the unicorn is gone, he kind of scoffs to himself. I didn't know unicorns could do that.
Yeah, me neither.
You son of a
And then he finally realizes that all of you are around him, and he kind of like puts his hands up and he's like slowly backing away.
Rex is locked eyes and is about to lose it.
Oh, he's got a cool hat. Oh man, I want that hat.
I want to use the Helm of Telepathy and immediately, like, probe this dude's mind and just pull every last little nook and cranny, look through every last little nook and cranny and pull out all those secrets.
Okay.
Um,
What are you using?
The helmet has a detect thoughts ability, which is a DC 13 spell save.
Okay, so you can send a telepathic message, and then you can cast a suggestion spell from the helm.
While wearing this helm, you can use the action to cast
Detect thoughts. Gotcha.
thoughts. Yeah.
Gotcha.
And-
What can you post detect thoughts description?
Yes, and it is a long one. For the duration, you can read the thoughts of any creature within 30 feet of you. You hear surface level thoughts. But you can also use this spell. No, I don't want to detect the presence of a creature. Or is it? As an action, you can shift your attention to a creature's thoughts or attempt to probe deeper into the target's
Okay.
mind. They make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom save. He fucking nat 1 failed. Incredible. So as you probe into his mind, you see. Oh man, this is awesome.
Hell yeah.
You see. Let me pull some of this information up, actually.
Doc is powerful.
It's the item.
Yeah. Doc finally getting suggestion to do something, right?
Yeah.
All right. His first thoughts are, fuck, Kellic is going to be pissed.
Alec.
And when he thinks of this Kellic, this person named Kellic, this is the image that you see in your mind.
They look like.
So that's some retro evil D&D shit.
This guy looks like
Yeah.
Rubble. Trouble.
This is like he came straight out of first edition.
He looks like trouble with a capital BBEG.
Sheesh.
Sheesh.
He's got the flame and the staff and a little dagger. Oh my god, he's not playing around. And the beard and the cowl, like his collar is like way up. Oh my god, he's powerful.
Imagine how much hairspray he has to use on that thing to get that to do that.
Oh, see, what you can't see is it's actually like a series of pipe cleaners
Oh,
that are sewn into the collar.
You also see two other people in his mind's eye.
oh no, they're hot.
These fucking wizards, man.
They're all hot. All three of them.
All of them look like some shit out of like He-Man or something.
They all got staffs and a melee weapon. You know they're not fucking around. Like these are legit wizards who don't fuck around.
And you see a memory of this human sorcerer named Kellic. And he is talking about taking custody of a magic staff belonging to his hated rival, the wizard Ringelrun, who was among those frozen in Zybilna's palace. Apparently, a unicorn's horn is needed to free Ringelrun from temporal stasis, which would enable Kellic to seize Ringelrun's staff.
God, the lore is so fucking thick from this memory. Like,
And then another memory of the third
What?
figure talking about how he hopes to challenge Kellick's leadership one day, but won't as long as Kellick is protected by someone called Warduke.
There's your old stuff from Dan.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Warduke.
You just
Kellic.
enabled hard mode. Shit.
Yeah, I think I've heard about that one at some point from old
And-
shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw
And-
pictures of him. He's badass looking. I don't
Yeah,
know
it's got
his
that
build.
helmety thing with the fins on the side kind of deal.
His armor doesn't match, but then again, he's a fucking badass. It makes it work.
And Doc, you also pull a name, the League of Malevolent.
Oh my god.
We got the whole Evil Justice League to fight now. Doc, what did you stumble into?
Nice.
League of Malevolence.
Lord,
That was a hell of a nat 1.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
after the campaign.
Doc,
I need to walk.
you can also
I need to
tell
take a
that
walk.
Zarek is satisfied to stand down and retreat back into the forest. He does not want to fight you all, and that he would be willing to give up his hunt in exchange for gold.
Doc will speak up as he like starts to backpedal a little bit and be like, "Oh, that's nice to see you again, Zarek. Probably don't remember me."
Zarek, I'm not. Oh, just kidding. God, Kellick and Zarek sound.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Kellic is the wizard boss. Zarek is the assassin.
This guy right here, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get the names of the other two.
I don't think I said the names of the other.
Yeah,
two.
the only other names
Okay.
we got were the one he's trying to take the staff from in Warduke.
Ringle Run. Yeah.
Mandy, did you write that all down?
I sure did. I sure did.
Staff from
Eesh.
Ringle
Shit.
Run. And what was it? It's like Warduke is gonna be.
Warduke
Was
is
protecting Telek.
Yeah, so Doc is gonna name drop in a bluff, kind of like intimidation bluff of like, yeah, I know who you are.
Roll a deception with advantage.
This is unlike- This Jedi mind
I-
trick type.
I imagine everyone is like, okay, the assassin, and what the fuck did you just say?
See, Rex is standing back from this, but watching very, very close and getting progressively more angry because, like, he's feeling really bad that all of this got interrupted because of some fucking asshole and is about to reach out and hurt someone.
Yeah, Tourmaline is pissed. Very visibly pissed.
Doc's gonna hold out a hand, just like, ease up, lads. It's all good. We're gonna have a little talk. Oh, come on. Take a few steps forward. You can put down the knives. You can empty your pockets if you don't mind.
He takes a few steps back.
Oh,
Doc will take, like a few steps forward, and as he's walking forward, he's gonna take both hands out in this kind of open arms, like, no, we're friends. We're friends. And he's gonna be like, oh, don't be so scared. What's the problem? We come out of the woods. We tried to kill a unicorn. And all I want to do is talk to you. Me and all my friends here. We just want to talk.
He's going to turn and run and take the hide action.
Nope.
You
I'm going to use command on him.
Okay.
And I will command him to
Saving
halt.
throw.
And it is going to be cast through my loot, so it will be at disadvantage.
What?
And
What will be?
I am looking. Give me a second.
A wisdom save.
Yeah, it's a wisdom, and it is DC 15. Disadvantage.
Okay.
barred instrument.
Oh my god, he got a nat 20 and a 19.
Holy shit!
What?
Yeah.
Don't.
Rex is gonna start running.
Uh,
I'm gonna slip into a rage and I'm gonna run in the
Okay.
direction that I found this guy and try to look for him.
And
oh.
as you run after him, you catch sight of him, but out of his bag he takes a potion bottle and throws it back and completely disappears.
Ah!
Fucker. Fucker. Ah.
But Rex, you are still raging, and you have wild magic.
Mm-hmm. I got a 47.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
Doc cannot see him at this point.
Correct. He's invisible.
Bastard. Well, there goes my other plan.
Yeah,
None of my shit's reaction.
but
Oh,
H,
Robot.
you've gone robot. We don't
H.
understand you.
or
Robot 8. This is a very interesting number that you got. It just kind of doesn't work unless you're making an attack.
Okay, that's fair.
So you can roll again if you want.
No, I got a 47. That's fine.
Okay.
I'm playing with the fuck around table, so we're gonna find out. It happens.
Oh yeah.
I. I can always try fairy fire. Get a free cast of that.
Could. You
What's
could.
the range on that? Because he's moving quick.
I think the problem's gonna be the radius, because you're gonna be guessing.
Read it really quick. At a range of 60, but a radius of 20.
Hit it at the edge. Just
And-
hit it as far as you can hit it, and you might have a chance because we're moving.
Yeah, I guess I will cast Fairy
I have
Fire.
a 40-foot. I have a 40-foot run speed, by the way, Arwen. If that comes up.
Okay.
I will cast Fairy Fire at like. I don't know how far away he was from us when he started running, because we never had a token.
He was like over here next to her. He like hopped out from behind this tree
Okay.
and was behind her.
And then did he like start running just like due south or?
Yeah, he just began running in directly the opposite direction.
Okay, so like that way. Yeah, Tori will, yes, fly up to roughly where Lamorna was, and just drop a fairy fire roughly 50 feet, 60 feet in the direction she thought he saw him going last.
That's a dex save, right?
Yes.
Okay. And he'll make that with advantage since he's invisible.
That is used.
Yeah, he makes it.
Bitch.
First time Tori actually wants to hit somebody, and she's not hitting him.
I have a spell for exactly this situation, but it's not fast enough to react to a rogue who just fucking yeets himself into the shadows.
All right. Well, somewhere around here or so, Rex will start to slow down and come to a stop, and it just comes back out of the woods like cussing, like motherfucker, like god damn it. And
Doc
then
is gonna-
as soon as he gets close to Zinni and everybody's be like, "Sorry, Zinni."
She just touches her fake horn to his head. And she just kind of looks around concerned for the actual unicorn.
God blasted damn shit. Doc like kicks the water. Well, do you have any way of reaching out to the... Well... I can't... Wait, what was her name? Not Geladon.
Lamorna.
Lamorna. Do you have any way of reaching out to Lamorna?
She's probably not going to show her face here for a little while, knowing that there's an assassin in the woods. So I would not expect to see her for a while.
Yeah.
That's my guess, Matt above table guessing. So I don't know.
Doc's gonna run his hands through his hair and grab his horns and just be frustrated for a second.
Tori is like vibrating in the air essentially. And it takes her a minute to form words. And she just kind of slowly looks towards Doc, stares at him for a moment, and then gestures for explanation.
Oh yeah, I'm getting there. Here, gather round, kiddies. And Doc's gonna grab a stick. Like, I imagine there's probably a stick somewhere he can just yank off a tree. And he's gonna walk back into the muddy area and scribble onto the ground a little, like a little circle. And okay, you can tell me if this is true or not, but when Doc read the mind of the dude and got the names and faces of people, would he also know how their names are spelled, or just how their names sound?
Just how they sound.
Okay. Then Doc is going to just haphazard spell it, but he taps to the little banglet head thing, and I'll just go. Read his mind. Got lucky with it, but I found some good shit in there. So, that fella, and he will use minor illusion to make a scaled small image of the assassin, or what could be seen of him. And he will scribble down the letters X-E-R-A-K, because it's Zerak. And
Zinni just looks at you and then looks at the word.
write down his name so you'd know how I'm saying it. So, got Zerak. He's an assassin. Don't know much about him aside from what I just told you. But I got this little bit of extra information. And he's going to snap his fingers and cast Minor Illusion and show you an image of that old school wizard motherfucker with the bald head and a long beard. He's gonna write this fella, and he's going to write beside the name Zerak, he's going to write K-E-L-E-K. This one here is Kelek. Apparently, he, that assassin guy supposedly reports to him. Might be some tension there. And I saw two others, but I didn't get a name. I got this one, and he'll make the little image of the girl with the skull helmet thing, adornment. And I got to this one. And he'll make the last image of the dude with the fur mantle. Yeah. With the fur. The whole Fae was looking at her, but he makes the image of the dude and he just goes, can't tell you what names I got for him. Well, not as in can't tell you like I won't tell you, can't tell you as in I don't know their names. They didn't come with names. I did get 2 other names though, and he will write down the name Wiggle Run and the name,
Ringle Run.
Ringle Run. I wrote it Ringle Run. I can't speak. Ringle Run and Warduke. Now I don't know if the faces go to these names or what, but some dude named Ringle Run. He's got some kind of staff that guy wants, and he gestures vaguely in the direction that the dude ran. And then we got this other fella, Warduke, who's protecting the guy's boss. And he makes the image of Kelek, the wizard. That's everything I was able to fish out of the little guy's brain before he darted off into the woods.
Do any of those names or appearances look at all familiar?
No.
So we have an assassin and a bunch of, I don't even know, that want to kill the Morna now. That's great.
Well, you know what else we have is a doc who didn't get a thank you.
Zinni will tap her fake unicorn horn on his fake unicorn horn.
He for a minute he forgot he was wearing it, and then when you tap him, there's like, oh, and then he looks at Zinni and just goes, "Thank you. Nobody appreciates good work around here, except you." And he looks at Zinni. But
She'll just neigh.
unfortunately, Gumdrop, you're right. We got a bunch of randos who are dressed like some unseelie looking rough kind, and can't really tell what they want. Seems to me like there's a lot of tension in their ranks, though.
I guess one thing at a time, and the hags are the bigger problem right now.
I mean, when you're right, you're right. You know, it might seem selfish, but I was kind of hoping I'd see something about my brother inside his little freaky tiny brain. Can't expect to find anything about him every corner, though. Around every corner.
And honestly, I don't know that you really want to find anything about him in an assassin's brain.
It's a good point.
Rex,
Doc.
by this point, has walked about 15 feet away from everybody and is just sitting down with his butt in the water, just staring at the island in the distance, just trying to cool off.
You almost had him. Pretty sure. Kind of yells over to Rex.
No response.
Well. Okay, well, he's sour.
Zinni walks over as unicorn fake Zinni and will just kind of lay down on the ground beside Rex. With his foot, the hooves are folded under.
I tried. I'm sorry.
She puts her head on his shoulder.
To be fair, you weren't the only one trying. Neither one of us got it.
It happens. This was special to Zinni, and I wanted it to go well, and it didn't, so now I'm a little mad.
I don't think it went poorly. She made her unicorn friend, and by the sound of it, it kind of impressed him. Her. Them.
Oh, she did. She told me. I don't know if Zinni heard, but she liked you, Zinni.
Happy unicorn fake will fake unicorn noises.
Oh boy. Well.
All right. Well,
We're gonna have to
I
be
guess
making our
it's
way
about
forward now.
I guess it's about lunchtime.
Doc looks up at the sky and then looks over to Rex and just goes, "You know, I kind of hate that you're right. It feels like it shouldn't be this early still."
You know what? Before we end up leaving this lake area, can Tourmaline try to take a vial of the water?
Sure.
Can we take a short rest here?
Yeah.
Yay!
That is something that we can all say we've done now.
I'd get too short rest. I used up my spell slots.
Hey, look at me with the bardic inspiration back. That's nice.
Zinni will be regular Zinni now.
Well, after a brief respite, what's the plan?
I guess we head towards Little Oak.
Yeah, just keep going north?
Yeah.
Can we see the big
North-ish.
map again?
Uh-huh.
Thank you. And Little Oak is the thing walking, right? This thing? Okay. So follow the river.
Yeah. Or just walk due north. We'll find another mushroom patch. We don't know that. I don't know why. Rex, there's no reason any of us would know that.
Well, we have been told that there's a bunch of them
That's true.
around, so we just don't know
No
what
locations.
state they're in. 'Cause they said some of them were bad.
Well, how far is it from the one we know goes wherever to the place we're going? Like, is it quicker to go back and take a fairy ring, or is it quicker to go forward?
It's best guess. It looks about even,
Mm.
depending on how to scale any of that is.
I would just say keep going forward. The fairy
Yeah,
rings seem convenient, but convenient in the Feywild
Mm-hmm.
is sometimes not that.
Mm.
I mean, we've not had like it's not the swamp. It's a little bit more pleasant to be camping if we need to camp.
Mm-hmm.
It
And
is
as you all
suspicious,
begin-
gnarled oak.
I think that was actually supposed to be the oak that you came across earlier.
Oops.
But this is the evening time map, so didn't make sense.
Zandy will go up to Doc and point to his little circlet thing on his head and be like, so you can get all that information without somebody having to say anything.
Doc, he looks at Zinni and raises an eyebrow and gives her like a real cheeky grin and just goes, "Oh yeah, I know your entire life story. I only ask because I'm trying to be polite.
Roll a deception, please.
Can I self-impose disadvantage because I want it to
Yes.
come off as him being like a bit of a dick.
Absolutely. And Zinni, roll an insight with advantage.
Come on, roll.
Nice.
Put together.
What the fuck?
You get one more.
No, that was
No,
Tori.
I rolled an 8 and a 15,
Oh my god.
or an 18 and a 15.
Jesus Christ.
That's what happens when you're a charisma character and you're rolling for charisma stats.
Going on. Wait.
Like,
Zinni, you can't. You feel like maybe he's just kind of being sarcastic, but after the way he acted earlier, you kind of are not sure about that.
She kind of gives him like a squinty eye, but then shakes her head. And so I could tell you things without actually telling you something.
he blinks and says, well, I mean, it's not always on, but if you want to tell me something, you could, I suppose. And he'll cast Detect Thoughts. And, like, listen to Zinni, I guess.
Okay. I will send you a DM of what you're picking up.
Ooh, secret.
Ooh, Mandy found a loophole. That's what this is.
I won't get in trouble if I didn't say anything.
She's learning to think like a fae.
Trixie hobbits.
Yeah.
I'm very curious about this alleged DM. Ah! Fuck! Stupid Butterfinger's ass. I accidentally clicked X on my browser.
I haven't sent anything yet because I'm like, how much? Because I have a whole lot, but I'm like, maybe not.
Well, to be fair, if it crosses
first
Zinni's mind, then Doc would know.
True.
You
So-
just get flooded with an avalanche of shit.
You're gonna
Like,
get like
you could
the
you could
freaking
send him.
copy-paste.
You could just do a stream of consciousness of nonsense, and Doc would be like, "What?"
Well, I'm not gonna type stream of consciousness out. I'm just gonna send you the paragraphs, and then you will just be able to picture what this looks like.
Oh no!
Damn. You got homework.
And I imagine it like whatever you send, it hits Doc at the speed of thought, so he gets all of the information at once, and then he's like hit by it, and just has to like sit for a second and be like, "Wait, what did I see?" And just there's a point where he has to just process the information he's getting.
You're probably getting over information, but because I'm not gonna sit here and edit it.
Yeah, that's the amount of time it would take Doc to parse the information is, I think, maybe over the course of like 2 short rests.
It's gonna have to be. Hold on 1 second.
Also, I don't want to out you 8, but every time I've done the detect thoughts and said like, yeah, if anyone has any interesting surface thoughts, 8 pretty much. I think you've sent me something every time, whether it's totally innocuous or not. Just like something like, oh yeah, this is Tattle's excited about this. or something that could not be. It's like totally just divorced from whatever's going on. Just an actual honest to god surface thought, which is funny as hell.
Good.
Well,
F
while
on rating.
the satyrs are having their moment, Tourmaline will be on Rex's shoulder again. We'll have a quiet conversation with him and I guess Tattle if Tattle's around. Like, so are we gonna be hunting down crazy wizard people after we deal with the hags? Because it kind of sounds like we're gonna have to go hunt down some crazy wizard people now.
Well, I don't know that we have to. I mean, I want to help the unicorn, but I don't think we're like required to jump in and help on this one. These seem like some scary dudes, but also might be fun to knock them around a little bit.
But they're just gonna keep trying to kill the unicorn, aren't they?
I didn't mean to cut you off, 8.
No, you're good. It's just I'm rubbing my head. It's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot to take in. You have no idea what Doc just got shotgun blast with. Like, hold on, Doc. I want to roll like a fucking. Let me roll a. I did not mean to click that. I wanted it to be a disadvantage, but that's fine. While that is loading, I'm going to continue to read this. But Doc, like, you would hear that brief exchange where he's like, I mean, you don't have to say anything, I guess, if that's what you wanted to do. And then there's that silent pause. Doc stops moving, like almost like 1 foot frozen in the air mid-step, and then blinks a couple times and shakes his head and blinks a couple more times, takes another step, or takes another couple steps, and it's a little like not quite off balance, but definitely like awkward. His steps are off cadence. And then after a second, he just his foot catches and he trips and has to stop himself from just face first hitting the ground, because there's like he is like dizzy.
Tori
And
just
then he
like
tries to grab him.
watches this for a second. You didn't feed him any more mushrooms, did you? I don't think anybody wants to carry him again.
Doc, like, he looks at Zinni and looks up at everybody else and looks at Zinni and just goes, well, what are we doing?
Falling, I think.
Oh, shut up.
No, I think Rex is right with this one. Denny, I think you just need to set him down. I think he needs a minute.
Okay.
I'm fine, just help me up. And he was gonna awkwardly stand up.
So up, not down. Okay.
Right. Well, what did I miss? Anything? What were we talking about?
All of the scary people you were telling us about.
All right. All those fellas. Well, don't really know. Well, there's not much else to really gain from it. But if you ever get curious, I'll show you the image again. Maybe it'll spark something.
No, I'm just more concerned that they're going to keep coming after Lamorna.
Well, We don't know where she went, so there's not much we can do about it. But, I mean, unicorns are strong, right?
Yes, but we also
Even-
are supposed to help them because they are tend to be Sealy Doc.
Well, no, I trust me, I know the cord, but we can't be expected to be around all the time. It's just a matter of if we're around.
Mhm.
Well, right now, all we know is a bunch of names of some people we don't know anything about. And
Precisely.
if the unicorn needs to get... I mean, she seems like she's probably powerful enough to find us if she needs to. So, I think we focus on the hags for now.
I got something to send, Doc.
Yay!
If it's just haha Doc tripped. Listen, y'all gotta drive the plot forward now because I'm reading this fucking.
Yeah,
Oh, fuck off, Rex.
I was kind of thinking we'd kind of leave off here
Oh
for
man.
this session.
Tourmaline wanted to like ask a few more clarifying questions to the group though, really fast.
Okay.
Well,
'Cause-
we could be like setting up camp close to wherever, right?
Yeah, if it's evening time, then we could, I suppose.
Yeah.
But like Tourmaline's been like thinking about what Lamorna said because up until this point, like we were talking about going after. So wait, let me take a step back in character. So with what Lamorna said, like we already kind of knew that we were gonna have to deal with Bavlorna. Not so nicely for what she's done. But are we like going to try and actually kill the hags or get them killed now? Because she seemed to imply that they needed to be like gone.
Well, didn't she also say that freeing Zybilna could take care of them?
Which is the getting them dead portion of the statement.
Doc just looks confused, just goes, well, I hope you all weren't surprised and you take him out for dinner and treat him to lunch or something. I was planning on putting one right between the eyes.
But, like, theoretically, we've found all of our stuff not with Bavlorna, but just in her house. Like, well, it could be the same for the other two.
Well, surely that's possible, but we're not letting them get away with what they did. Not by a long shot. Right?
Well, I mean, chasing them off was part of the goal, but I was not planning on trying to kill 3 very powerful hags.
Well, if we free Zybilna, won't she be able to take care of them?
So, are you wanting
I'd
to
rather
go?
that.
But if you're wanting to just get to Zybilna, then we might as well not even worry about Nightshade or anybody. We just need to get from here to Yon.
I need to get my brother.
Yeah.
And we don't know how to get to Jan? I already forgot. Jan, I'm high.
Zon.
we don't
it's the
know.
Matrix. Zion.
But those are 2 separate goals, is what I'm saying. Like going to Granny Nightshades or just trying to find some place to Yon. They don't. Are we shifting our focus to that to try and get to Bilna?
Well, Doc needs his brother, and I'm pretty sure when we get to Scabatha, she's gonna be like, "Hey, y'all are the ones that caused my sister so much issues, so we need to be prepared for that."
I was kind of thinking we'd just, take care of this hag, and then maybe we'll know more by the time we get to the next thing. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe just stick with what we're doing. I don't know if we have to, you know,
I don't know if I don't
in
know if we need to
them.
make a bunch of changes just yet. We know some names, but that's about it on that front. And I don't know. I don't think we need to get ahead of ourselves.
Well,
Let's,
go ahead.
Doc will. He looks a little perturbed. And sure, we'll not get ahead of ourselves, but also let's not forget why we're here. And who did this to us.
Well, okay. And Tourmaline just kind of nods and goes silent. Because it doesn't seem like the conversation's getting her anywhere. So we're just gonna keep going after Scabatha and ignoring trying to get to Yon for now. Gotcha.
Doc wants to get a witch.
Well, that's like Tori understands that we're probably going after Bavlorna in a very violent, not friendly manner. But she was not 100% certain if that was supposed to be the end-all goal for all three of the hags at this point.
Oh, sure, why not?
Villain laugh. Oh, he's far on the dark side.
Doc has gone full revenge quest mode. We understand this.
Doc,
Doc was already kind of on a
Doc
vengeance
has gone
quest,
dark.
but yeah, like shit got real fast when he's like, oh, she's going to taxidermy him. Oh, this is his cage. Oh, this is his shamrock. And just oh boy, does he want to string up some witches?
Oh, but
Well,
that if we kill or unalive Scabatha, there's nothing that's gonna stop Bavlorna from doing the same to somebody that she has. So we should not go in here, with that.
Ready to start swinging as soon as we walk
Right.
in the door.
Yeah, like above table, we definitely need to try to work Nightshade into getting us Bavlorna before we do anything.
Mm-hmm. And
If
they don't
you-
seem to like each other.
If you want to convince Doc to manipulate the witches, you will not need to try very hard.
Okay.
We just got to figure out something that we can work with that Tabitha will want us to do and get your brother back that way, maybe, or
Figure something
can't go
out.
in there. Yeah, we can't go in there and kick the door down and,
Trust me. I get you. We'll figure it out.
And with that, you all bed down for the evening. Closer to Little Oak, but still far enough away from Loomlurch, that you feel safe. And that is where we will end our session tonight.
Yay!
This is